You have already delegated and understand what rewards are. Now you're wondering how exactly rewards are calculated and how it all relates to pool parameters like pledge, stake, pool fee, or saturation. In this video, we will shed some light on the connections. The rewards you end up with are determined in a series of 3 steps. Per epoch, which is 5 days, the total reward of the Cardano network is calculated first. In the second step, this total reward is divided among all pools. Finally, the pool share is divided among its delegators and the pool operator. We will now go into details on the individual steps. The initial total reward of the Cardano network in an epoch is formed from 3 sources. Number 1. The issued transaction fees of all transactions on this epoch. Number 2. The so-called non-refundable deposits, which include, for example, fees paid for the creation of pools or for delegation. And number 3. Reissuance of part of the Cardano coins not yet in circulation, up to a maximum of 45 billion ADA. A small portion of the resulting total rewards will be deducted and stored in a virtual treasury that is funding various Cardano projects of community participants. The resulting total reward of the Cardano network for each epoch is now divided among all the registered pools by first determining the calculated share, which is mainly based on the total stake of a pool in proportion to the rest of the pools. This calculated value is then adjusted by the actual performance of the pool. The calculated share results from a formula, the detailed explanation of which is beyond the scope of this video, and which we will deal with in more detail in a later video. But here's a short explanation of the most relevant facts. The share of the pool in the total reward results from the following 2 pool properties: the stake brought by the pool operators themselves, called pledge, and the total stake, a sum of the stake of all delegators and also the pledge. In addition, there are 2 parameters defined in the Cardano network that control the influence of the pledge, which is currently very low, and the pool saturation, currently from about 64 million ADA, on the amount of the pool reward. The theoretical pool reward calculated in this way is now adjusted by the pool performance, which is basically about the blocks produced by the pool. One aspect of this is random in nature, namely the number of slots allocated to the pool, i.e. the possibility of producing a block at all. This number can't be lower or higher than the theoretical calculated number. One speaks then of a low or high luck. The second aspect evaluates whether a pool has actually produced blocks assigned to it. Simply put, whether the pool is functioning properly. In summary, the final pool reward is mainly determined by the overall stake of the pool and is adjusted by other mechanisms such as pledge influence, pool saturation, and randomness. For example, an important consideration arising from the pool luck is that a small pool that does not find a block in every epoch will be rewarded above average for doing so that on average, it will receive as much reward as a large pool that can produce 1 or more blocks in an epoch. This follows from the following example. Let's assume that the pool produces a block on average only every 3 epochs. The calculated probability for 1 block per epoch is therefore only 0.33 for this pool. Since you can only produce whole blocks and not fractions, each block that is produced, the luck for this era is being overstretched. So you produce a block where you should only produce 1/3. In this epoch, the pool performance is 300%, and the pool reward goes up accordingly. In the next 2 epochs, no blocks are produced. The performance is therefore 0%, and there are no rewards. On average, over the 3 epochs, however, this still results in a performance of 100%. So, after calculating the total Cardano network reward for an epoch, and from it the pool reward, the last step is to divide it among the delegators and the pool operator. This happens in 3 steps. First, the fixed fee of the pool is deducted from the pool reward and given to the pool operator. From the rest of the rewards, a percentage amount is deducted, which also goes to the pool operator. You can learn more about pool fees in our video, What are Pool Fees? After deducting these 2 pool fees from the reward, the rest is divided proportionally among the delegators, depending on your delegated stake. It is important to note that the pool fees are only deducted from the pool reward and not from your stake. You do not have to pay these fees, only your profit will be reduced. If this video has added value to you and you would like to stake too, feel free to come on board. Follow us on Twitter for the latest news about Cardano and our pool. If you have any questions, feel free to check out our multilingual Telegram group. See you in the next epoch!